Hello! Welcome. You got your mic on?
I gotta wake up.
Has everyone got their mics on?
I gotta wake
You got
up.
batteries.
Good. Yeah. Apologies for that brief technical... Oh, I'm going to lean back a bit. Apologies for the brief technical problems we had there. It's been a long time. Thank you very much for joining us once again. Welcome to all of you who may be first time HighRollers watchers from the front page of Twitch. Thanks, Twitch.
Why?
Don't forget, you can watch more of us playing Dungeons & Dragons on twitch.tv/DND on Wednesday at 5 p.m, 6 p.m. BST and 10 a.m. PDT. It is on the Twitch Dungeons & Dragons channel, not on Yogscast. Spread the word, let people know. All the VODs will be on there as well.
Also, if you haven't already known about this, we have released our HighRollers, official HighRollers dice.
What?
Which is,
No way!
It is heavy metal dice with the HR symbol on the 20. They're pretty awesome. So if you want to grab these, they are on store.yogscast.com right now, and you can support us, which is cool.
I can put the whole set in my mouth.
Don't put them in your
Don't do it in your mouth. Before we went to the break, the party have been kind of wrapping up some role-playing stuff that's been going on for a while. They've returned Elora's father to the Moonspire, where she's from, Elvenspire, as a princess, after he was cured of lycanthropy. But now, the players of 11th level begin an epic journey to another plane of existence. As you are travelling to the plane of Arboria, the plane of emotion and battle and frivolity, to meet with an old master, an old martial arts master that instructed Juto back when she died on the Way of the Elements, but also offered some guidance and has encouraged her to seek her out when she was ready. And that is why you've brought Lady Amaryllis, a silver dragon in disguise, who is a priestess of Bahamut, who has sworn an oath or a vow of non-violence, and uses her magic to help and heal in other ways.
What are you doing?
Blue.
Blue.
And thus the sword was blue. Well done. So, you are all gathered in the small garden belonging to the Moonspire that you arrived in. Lady Amaryllis, you have presented her with the mithril fork that you had made, tuned to the plane of Arboria, and you are ready to begin the incantation. Lady Amaryllis asks one last time, are you all ready?
I don't know if we'll ever be ready. I don't know what we're doing, really. But I want to just make sure. Actually, before we go, since we're still in the Moonspire, I'm just going to run outside and just look at the whole thing. And
capture it in your mind.
Yeah. And then maybe lie on the grass a little bit.
Roll
and
around.
just close my eyes and breathe in. And then I'll go back in.
Take a deep whiff of moonflower. Run back in.
I might take one of the flowers with me.
Pop in your hair. Okay. You make your way back. Lady Amaryllis has you all hold hands in a circle. She reminds you, I will need a day's rest before we can return to the material plane, so please be aware.
Right next to Lady, I mean.
Okay. She holds your hand, yeah. She takes Juto's she takes your hand on the other side, and she says, Miss Juto, once again, you told me of a mountain made of the 4 elements. Can you focus as much as you can on that image of what you saw when you remembered it? And I will use that to help try and make sure I get us as close as possible.
I will.
Okay. And with that, you start to focus. Lady Amy closes her eyes and begins muttering in Draconic, and you feel, unlike teleportation, this does not feel like you are pulled out of your body. This feels like your body accelerates at such a fast speed up into the air. You kind of feel like being launched up into space. The world changes, you see stars and colours fly past you at a rapid speed, and then with a sudden kind of lurching motion, you smell fresh air, like the freshest air you've ever smelt. You get hit by strong breeze, but then a pleasant summer kind of like heat dawns upon you, kind of prickling your skin. As you look out from the top of a small sloping hill, just before a small forest, to a mountain with a strange turquoise sky, no sun, just blue sky with clouds, a mountain rising up into the distance with the 2 sides you can see kind of almost like split into quarters. One side which is covered in snow and like frost with kind of dead pine trees and that kind of thing, and then the other one is rocky, almost sheer cliff faces, completely unassailable in many parts, both split together in a way, and then the other side you can't see, but you can see like gouts of flame bursting out from it and all sorts, and heat rising. Lady Amy kind of stumbles for a moment, like takes in a few deep breaths. Out in the distant plains, you can see large creatures, larger, things like you can see a horde, deer roaming around, but they are twice as large as any of the deer you've ever seen before. They kind of prance here and there. You can see just this beautiful, untouched landscape before you.
Wow, that's impressive. I've never seen a mountain have everything on it before.
Do you know where we are, Juto? Do you recognize it?
The master resides on top of the mountain.
Oh, that's...
Why couldn't we have travelled up there?
I'm afraid spellcasting is not... Travelling between the planes is not precise exactly. We are lucky that Miss Jing knew such an iconic landmark, otherwise I'm not sure where we would have landed.
Which, so right in front of us, which side of the mountain are we facing?
You've got
most
two,
direct.
basically. You've got one which seems to be covered
so
in
no.
frost, and one which is very rocky and earth-like.
Okay.
I think I ascended.
Do you remember anything about is it safe to climb up this mountain? Did you climb it?
Yes.
The last time you climbed it, you were incorporeal.
Yeah.
You were a ghost.
Yeah.
You were a spirit at that point.
Yeah.
But you do remember things like lava and rock avalanches and things like that.
Didn't I climb up the lava side? Yeah, I did, didn't
Yeah,
I?
you did when
Knowing
you
me, I
arrived.
probably chose fire. The last time I was here, I ascended the fire side. However, I was dead, so perhaps I had an advantage.
I'm done with going through fire, in
They've
fire.
just been in
around fire.
lava recently.
We really need to get up there. I can fly you up there. I mean, there's no real risk of me revealing my true form here. There is not really civilizations or the city to worry about.
Well, as long as you want to do that.
I don't like
I know
flying,
you don't like
but it's not too far.
You can stay close to the surface of the mountain.
Well, I'm thinking if we walk to... Yes, I suppose it would be quicker if I just fly from here, won't it? All right, well, okay. And she kind of backs off. She walks out to where there's a bit more space.
Can I try and get on her before she transforms?
Oh, for
Like, you run up to her as she's kind of
It's
getting
like,
ready.
"Alright, so
She's like, no, Ken, no, you can't do that. No, because, well, I expand very quickly into my true form, and it's not very polite, is it, to just clamber up on someone?
all right, I'm gonna walk away.
She like, looks a bit hurt, and she kind of turns around, and then just transforms into silver
such a
dragon
beautiful
form.
lady.
This kind of beautiful tan skin, white like tattoos, beauty, buxom beauty, and then just silver dragon kind of morphs out. Her kind of long neck twists around, and she's like, "All right, climb aboard." Like the voice rumbling a bit more than her normal light voice. Yeah. It's still quite light for draconic voices, but she kind of offers her claws and helps like guide you up onto her shoulders. She's an adult dragon, so she's quite large.
Okay. Can we all fit?
Yeah, she's massive.
Raymond can't fit.
She like
You're on the tail.
puts him on. And then she flaps. Very much like before, the flight is unsteady. She kind of hovers close to the ground, and then as soon as she starts getting either, she's like, "Oh no!" And you just hear like "Blah!" as she pukes a little bit as she's flying.
Bless her.
Okay.
And just
Is it bless spell?
You can do this. You've got
Are
this.
you casting bless or guidance?
Just bless.
Just bless. Guidance is the cantrip, you know. Bless is the first level spell.
All right. Well, I've got the free one from.
Oh, you're going to cast. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you don't anymore. You need to change that.
All right, guidance.
It's heroism.
Just a little bit of guidance.
Guidance, and she's like, "Ah," she kind of like flaps up. Her kind of silver dragons can't really turn green, but you definitely get the sense that she's unwell as she kind of like soars you up the mountain. But it doesn't take her long. She's a massive dragon. She can fly really fast, and she drops you on top of it where there is a flat surface. It's the whole top of the mountain has been sheared off, and at the top, just below the clouds, you see what is a calm, flat section with a quaint little house, a little garden, a little, stream between two rocks. There is a sand pit with wooden training dummies, all arranged very neatly. There's a little vegetable garden, little fruit trees and things like that. And in the middle of this kind of sand pit, Lady Amaryllis hovers, and you'll kind of all scoot off and drop down from it, and then Lady Amaryllis transforms back because she won't fit very easily on top of this platform, and then transforms back and lands. Standing in the middle of this sand pit. Whoa! There's the microphone. Sorry, Becky.
Not the first time it's happened this week.
No, it's not the first time.
It's because it's not on a proper
It's not a proper
thing.
thing. Standing in the sand pit is a woman. Now, to the three of you, Reynard, Cam, and Alora, you've never seen this person before. Due to it, it's not the same body that you remember. What you see is a tall, athletic, very athletic, muscularly built woman. Like, not bodybuilder, but definitely somebody who works out and is very heavily toned. Young, probably in sort of like her mid-20s, long, straight back hair, but dark skin, with tattoos across her forehead and down her right arm. And you can see the tattoos are a mixture of clouds and flames and stones, and air and things like that. All these different kind of elements blended. And also a couple of other things. You can see some bladed, short blades. You can see lightning. You can see almost like an eclipsed sun, all kind of stretching down her arm.
Is she attractive?
She is, yes, but in a more kind of this is a warrior woman. This is somebody who has got the physique. She's 6'2", and she just kind of has this kind of presence. And you can see her practicing these kind of martial art moves. I'm going to be very cautious of the mic. Practicing these moves on these training dummies. And each blow has precision and power behind it. And then as you kind of all land and Lady Amaryllis transforms back, she kind of lets out a deep breath, dusts herself off, and then turns around.
Does she look like the same woman that I met, but just younger? Is it same skin tone?
Yes, same skin tone, same skin tone, same tattoos that you remember. But yeah, younger, much, much younger. You met an old woman. This is clearly a young, fit, athletic, warrior.
Do I know that this is Guan Yin?
You have a certain spiritual understanding that this is Guan Yin. Perhaps not the same Guan Yin, but a Guan Yin.
I immediately kneel down and pay my respects and say, Master Guan Yin.
So, you finally made your way back. And she kind of moves over, and you can see she wears these kind of brightly coloured, orange kind of sashes and robes, tightly wrapped around her very athletic body, wraps around her arms and around her chest and torso. And she doesn't wear shoes, she's bare feet, and she just walks across the stand, hands behind her back as she makes her way over. And she's like, now come, Juto, there is no need for bowing. Well, master I may be, but that doesn't suit me.
I am still unworthy.
Well, we shall see by the end of today. Stand, please, and introduce me to these strangers you have brought to my home.
These are my companions. Please meet Princess Alora Galanadel.
I'll bow to her.
She doesn't bow. She just looks at you.
This is Cam Buckland.
I bow.
She just,
And this is Reynard Ferrahorn.
Hello.
And the dragon.
And finally, Lady Amy.
She's like, hello. She just kind of bods her head. She's like, I hope I didn't disturb any of your lovely home. And she's like, you did not, dear dragon. So, Juto, companions, what brings you to my home once more?
You sent me a message. You told me to come and seek you out when I was ready. I feel ready.
You feel ready? Why? What have you learned since the last time we spoke?
The last time I saw you, I was a disgrace. I was not in control of my emotions. I was not in control of my anger. I believe now, with the help of my companions, I have learnt to control that. For a time as well, I was challenged. I was bonded with a demonic companion who tried to encourage me to use my powers for evil.
Do you felt that this creature did lead you to use your powers in such a way?
He did grant me power, and I did use it. And a part of me was tempted for a while to use it to rid the world from evil and tyranny. However, I grew to realize that it was not right.
Right and wrong, very subjective things, Juto. I am not here to preach on morality and tell you whether or not this demon convinced you to do things that were right or wrong. But I am interested to know that you believe that you are stronger and that you no longer perhaps need its power. She kind of strokes her chin a little bit.
It was not so much that I felt strong enough that I did not need his power. His power scared me, as did his intentions. And I was scared.
Interesting. And these companions you have brought here, you believe that they have made you stronger?
Without a doubt.
Interesting. Very interesting. You have been studying the way of the elements, yes?
Yes.
Interesting. What elements have you mastered?
Fire, water, and air.
Fire, we knew, was an element certainly you had some kinship with. When you arrived, not only were you emotionally unstable, you were dead. You had the potential of fire, but you had not yet mastered it. If you have mastered water, then I hope you have learnt to be adaptable. You see, water flows. You place it into a cup, it becomes a cup. You pour it, it flows away. And water is about change. Tell me, Juto, do you believe that you can accept things change? Do you still cling to the person you once were? Or do you believe that there is still more change for you to undergo?
There is always room for change and for growth. To strive to be better than oneself.
And air, well, air is fickle. Air is not beholden to laws and men and kings. What do you think to that? Is there one that you swear fealty to? Is there anything that you believe you must accomplish, or one who you must work for?
No. But I work... Actually, if anything, I work for my friends. I work for the Dawn Republic, which is currently under threat from a great evil.
Republics come and go, student. You must detach yourself from the idea of a government because these things change. The elements, and she kind of looks around the thing, they last and last because they change, because they are not beholden to things such as kings or queens, because they are what they are, as you are. And this is what you must learn. And there are still elements that you must understand. Now I would have words with your companions. She turns around. Cam, Buckland. I believe Juto spoke to me particularly of you the last time she was here. When she was here last time, she spoke to a different version of myself. She spoke to the Guan Yin that she needed then. And I am the Guan Yin she perhaps must test herself against now. Do you feel that this child has changed? Do you feel that she has grown?
She's actually shrunk in size.
And I was told that you were quite the...
I just put my hand over my eyes like,
She has. Her physical strength is diminished. But what of her spiritual strength?
Well, she has faced internal battles as well as external battles. The internal ones being the fiercest, having to fight this demonic bracer, fight her own urges and thoughts that were manipulated by...
To be in control of oneself is an important part of her path, yes.
Yeah.
Good.
And, you know, as she says, she's mastered new elements, fighting styles. She's really drastically changed that recently, in fact. She's adaptable, like the wind.
She kind of smiles. Elven Princess,
Shit eater.
Galanadel, Elora. What do you think of Juto's progress?
She has only become a greater friend and ally throughout the time I have known her.
Interesting. I know that she cares for you especially. She sees you as perhaps an element of family that she lost. It is interesting.
I believe that she's also now growing to see others that she can trust.
Good,
Our other companions.
good. Mr. Ferrahorn, from what I know, you are a recent companion. Tell me, what of her skill in battle?
Though I've only known Juto for such a short time in comparison to everyone else, what I've seen of her prowess in battle, in combat, has only been terrifying.
Good.
She is ferocious, she is precise, and maybe in a duel against me, she could probably win.
Interesting. Bold claim. Your friends speak highly of your progress. But to truly know whether you have grown, there must be a test. Before you spoke with Guan Yin, who offered advice, who offered you teachings. I am here to test you. When you were here before, Guan Yin made you an offer to face down a foe that you hated, or to face down herself. Today, it is not an offer, but a demand. Can you face me alone?
Yes.
If you wish, you may ask your companions to join you. You believe that they give you strength. They are welcome to fight alongside you, or you may test yourself against me independently. Lady Amarith just goes like, I'm not going to fight anyone, and she just kind of steps back.
I'm going to smile at her and say, rest, Lady Amarillo.
If you need a certain element on your side.
My friends, I will not ask you to join me. However, I would be honoured to have you by my side.
I mean, I'm pretty scared of this, but
She holds up a hand. You will not need to fear death. I will not fight to kill you. But you must force me to surrender.
well,
It's a win-win situation.
I think we're a good team.
Truly, I will be interested to see just how well a team you are.
This seems a little unfair.
We'll see. And she kind of just moves herself, does a few sweeping gestures, kind of cracks her knuckles, looks at you all and says, I see you have procured many items of power. I will not bring any with me. You mastered 3 elements, Miss Jing. Then 3 I shall use. And with that, she just sets herself into position and gets ready. Would you like to place your minis on the thing?
I will say to Juto, if there is an element that you need, tell me. And hope that she knows what I mean.
Oh, what minute is that?
Fire.
And that's going to be initiative, everybody, please.
Holy moly, okay.
Fun!
Scared.
Oh yeah, you get advantage.
Ooh, not bad.
I just gotta untie my new cute parts.
Do you need to untie them, or do you not just flip the 3?
And I want to see them all
Okay.
at the same time.
Cam Buckland,
15.
Elora,
17.
Reynard,
14.
Juto.
13.
Okay.
I'm going last.
Oh, I should roll that dice.
None of you are going first.
No, shit buckets.
Okay. You watch as Guan Yin, this kind of tall, athletic woman, just kind of brings herself and says, you mastered fire stance first, Juto Jutsu Zing. And then she just, and her hands just engulf in flame, and she takes up a fire stance, and then steps forward. She moves with a startling speed as she moves straight up in. She kind of moves in between the two, seeing you kind of pulling out this ranged weapon. She kind of nips down, she comes in low, and just you watch as kind of these flaming fists just start launching out. 2 blows come directly towards you, Reynard.
She's going for it.
18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's going to be 15 points of damage as the first punch just comes in hard. In fact, actually, no, this one would be a kick. She kind of spins around with her leg and kind of clocks you around the jaw. The second one is a 23 to hit.
Yes. But the first one was 15.
12, it's 15 damage. And then the second one is 12 points of damage.
Whoa.
As a second kick comes round. Juto, although you are fire resistant, these two kind of, you watch as you kind of recognize this as a flurry of blows. She kind of launches out with these 2 flaming fists. The fire actually leaps just a little bit away from her hands. It basically has the same fire stance you do. And the flame starts connecting, trying to connect with you. That's a 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's 12.
Could we get the map camera if possible?
Oh yes, please, Becky, if we can switch to that one.
I don't know. Is it going? Yeah.
18 points of damage.
It's a bit shiny.
That's actually, sorry, let me break this down into the fire damage and everything else because that's going to affect your
Yeah.
resistance. So it's 8 normal damage and then 10 fire, so reduced to half, that's 5. So 13 total.
Just furiously flipping through this book.
The second flurry of blows is only a 16 to hit you, Juto.
Nope.
Okay, so this one, you actually, this time you kind of see it coming and you know that she's going to follow up with a second fist. So you kind of dodge it to the side and you push her hand away. The fire just jets out and she kind of looks down and she's like, good. And then she kind of like brings herself around ready. And then it goes to Elora, you'll go.
Okay.
You can see that she moves with this startling alricity.
Is the music not coming through, everybody?
Is it not?
We can hear it.
100 feet radius. Can
enough.
I call lightning at 4th level? But can I center it so
Storm
that
style.
can I center it in a way that it only hits if
It's a
I
5-foot
move?
radius, right?
Yeah.
So
if
yeah,
I
so you
move
can hit it
and
like
I can
that.
put it over. It's like a 60. I think it's
So
60
the 60-foot radius is around you, and then you can call a lightning
call
bolt,
a
which is
lightning
5
bolt
foot,
directly to
5
her.
foot wide. Yeah.
So I will do that.
Okay. As you kind of you do the storm thing of like you step back, your eyes kind of turn a bit funny as the clouds begin to swirl and storm, and the bolts, you can hear this rumbling thunder. You see Guan Yin just go like, good. It's a shame I cannot use my storm stance against this.
It's a dex save, which she's probably going to make because she's super dexterous, but hey ho.
It's a dex save, so it's evasion as well for her as well.
Yeah.
That's
Shit.
a 22 on the saving throw, so that passes.
So she doesn't take any then?
Doesn't take any damage. There's this bolt of
motherfuck.
lightning. She waits, she hears the crack, and then you just watch, and she just gently steps to the side as this bolt.
It's a fun spell, fuck it.
Oh, it is, yeah, no, absolutely. And she's just like, very good, Galanadel, but it is not enough to catch me. Anything else you'd like to do? So you've moved, okay. Cam Buckland.
I'm going to be like, oh my... Avandra!
Now, you are next, Mr. Buckland, do not worry.
What? I'm going to cast 8 immediately.
On everyone? Just tell
On...
the effects.
it is 3 creatures.
Okay.
Don't do it on me.
I'm going to pick me, Reynard and Juto.
Okay.
So everyone gets 5 temporary hit points. Actually, I'm going to cast it at 3rd level, so 10 temporary hit points. For all of us. And then bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Okay.
It looks like a Guandao.
Okay.
Nice.
Make the,
Nice
attack,
hit.
make the attack rolls and stuff.
Did you say 10?
Yes, 10 temporary hit points.
You're the one that provides support in battles, I see. You can see Lady Amy on the side like, you can do it, yay! Like just cheering you on a little bit.
16.
16 to hit. Just,
What? Wow.
just dodges to
She's
the side.
essentially a god.
Oh, good.
I should have maybe told
She's
you.
not God.
Well, I said essentially.
She's a very high-level monk.
Essentially a god.
Reynard.
My speech when I was saying that this is probably long past and I didn't enact.
Do you want
at the
to
time.
have used your inspiring speech?
Well, at least for Juto. At the very least.
I mean,
Like, I
everyone
know it
can
was a
benefit
long
from
time
it.
ago that actually
How many
happened,
temporary
but
hit points does it give?
It gives...
Because Cam's aid spell.
Oh, apparently I spent 10 minutes doing it.
Yeah,
so-
no, it's yeah.
Right.
She's right next to you.
Does she have an attack opportunity on me? I
If you
was
try
wrong.
and run away, yes. If you try and use your weapon, you're at disadvantage. So close.
Fine. I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to like sort of jump back not too far, just like 5 feet.
Okay, so she gets the attack
has
opportunity.
disadvantage on
Attack opportunities against you. She does. That's a 12, lowest roll. Oh, well, it was a natural 20 on the second roll, so you're lucky. With a 12, she gets a 24 to hit you.
What? With a 12?
She rolled a 12, and then I add 12
on her attack.
Yes, that's right. So you take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And she you go and you think, haha, she's not going to catch me. You kind of like flap the cape around, and then you leap back. But then her leg just seems to come out of nowhere, like with this incredible reach, and just right in the chest.
Fine. Do I still step back?
Yeah, you still step back.
Okay. I want to throw out Axel.
Okay.
To
Axel!
like a really I'm sort of just throwing it.
Okay.
So it goes out there. Hopefully, in an effort to distract her, as she's looking at the blade. Right. In that case, I'll say Axel and get it to swing back into her.
Okay, so that was the bonus action. So you move, bonus action, make the attack with Axel.
So that is that. That's something.
I need to know.
24.
That is a hit.
Okay, and that's 1d6 plus 4. 6 damage.
6 damage. It kind of, you swing the blade out and she kind of notices it's there, but then as it comes in, she tries to duck and it just catches her a little bit. She's like, haha, I see you are full of tricks. Not bad.
Well, with those tricks, I'm just going to shoot her twice.
Okay, make the first attack roll.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna do something else.
Oh, that's 29.
That hits. Roll the damage.
She's gonna fucking missile
28
catch.
Plus 5.
What? I think you can do something with missiles, can't you?
Deflect missile.
11 points of damage.
As I see what he's going to do, I'm just going to shout. I'm not going to,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
going to shout.
You're like-
Rena, no!
You watch the bolt and she just smiles. She spins, puts 2 fingers on the bolt. She carries on spinning. The bolt comes round and right back at you.
Holy shit.
Spent 4 key points at this point.
That was 11 damage back to me.
That's only a 14 to hit you though. I rolled a 2.
Oh, good. Okay, miss. Yeah.
You're like, whoa! And you like, as Juto calls out, you like leap to the side as the bolt launches past. The second attack though, you still fire.
Do I want to do that again? Yeah, I'll do that again.
Do you want to do it again?
Sure.
Okay. Yep.
That's 25.
That hits. This one she cannot do it to. She can only,
Cool.
only has 1 reaction attack.
Well, that one does 8 damage.
8 points of damage. This one catches her, and she's just like, she like ducks it, kind of scrapes past, cutting off some of the fabrics, and she's just like, ah, good. And takes a step back. Juto.
Okay. I would like to activate water stance.
Okay, so you spend 2
It
key
just sounds
points.
so cool when you say activate.
Water stance, activate!
That's why I made that's why I made the class like it, because I think it's badass.
Activate.
And I am going to water whip.
Okay. She's 5 feet about away from you.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Hits.
Strength save DC 15.
15. That is a 16 I just made. You still do the damage,
Yeah.
like unarmed strike damage.
For 8
Okay.
damage.
Yep. So the water whip, you kind of pull it out. You kind of pull the water from a nearby stream, and then you kind of launch it out. It hits her, and you kind of hear the steam sizzle as the flaming hands kind of burn some of it away. You tug as best as you can, and she actually kind of lets her arm go for a moment, and then spins and like kind of loops it up with her other arm and like breaks the water whip.
Can I flurry, please? Oh, wait, no, sorry, that's an attack. Extra attack.
Yeah, you can you move in 5 feet, because normally you'd pull it 2 of you,
Yeah.
but you can just step in and go bam bam.
So I'll
key point.
extra attack and then no, because I've attacked.
Oh yeah, extra attack and then
Extra attack and then flurry. 17 plus 8 to attack.
it's 25 hits.
6, 10
10 points.
points. And can I stunning strike that as well, please?
Not that she's in there. You can. It doesn't have any effect. You kind of go for the nerve point, and it kind of hits her, and she's just like, ah, very good, but won't work on me, I'm afraid. Flurry.
And then flurry.
I will save your key now, young student. Do not attempt that again.
Flurry, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. One is going to hit, one is going to miss.
Okay. So unarmed strike damage. Do you want a stunning strike?
You said it didn't work.
Do you want a stunning strike?
Yes! I will stunning strike. And I attack for 10 plus stun.
Okay, so you kind of test it again. You go for another pressure point. This time you hit. You can feel the blow go through and deal damage. And she kind of snaps and she kind of grins. She's like, "Good. Even those you trust can lie to you sometimes." But she resists the effect. But it could have affected her. Unlike the first time where it just didn't seem to work at all. Okay, that's Juto's go. I need to remember that she's got certain things as well. Okay. She will spend a key point to disengage. And whoop, loops around. She's actually going to come here between Cam and Alora. And she's going to launch out with 3 attacks this time. 2 aimed at Cam Buckland and 1 at Alora. Cam Buckland, that is a 23 to hit. Okay, can you make me is it a Constitution saving throw for Stunning Strike? I don't have it written down which one it is. Oh yeah, Constitution saving throw. 15. She hits you like as you're like and then she's like bam in like the thing, and you just like and you're like stunned. You are stunned, effectively. And that's going to be 16 points of damage as well, and she hits you in the pressure point.
Temp.
Oh, are you stunned?
Yeah, so
So she has advantage.
incapacitated, can't move, auto fails save on strength and dex saving throws, attack rolls against have advantage.
So as you kind of freeze up, she then just puts a palm against your chest and then just poof, and you feel this incredible hammer-like force like knock into you. That's going to be 23 points of damage.
Quivering palm.
Not quite. Just a crit.
Get your own pencil.
That's my pencil. It's on that chair.
There's loads of pencils that Kim had, I think.
They're over there
Ah,
on that chair.
Soz.
I was like, I don't want these pencils.
And then Alora, she kind of
23.
comes in with the same kind of like 2-finger kind of pressure point to try and hit you. That's a 20 to hit. Constitution saving throw, please.
22.
You got 22. You feel like this pressure point kind of stick in. Seeing what it did to Cam, though, you kind of instinctively roll your body back so she doesn't quite get the full force into the nerve. You still take, that's 9 points of damage, but you are not stunned.
Cool.
And...
Sorry about the music. We're trying to deal with like an iPad that
No, sorry, folks.
it's like loading internet from a website. Oh, loading internet from a website? Loading music from a website.
Yep, so she bonus
I don't know what it's going to
disengage.
I don't know what's going to play next.
Elora.
Oh, I would like
Cam
to...
is like...
I'm gonna laugh a little bit because he looks funny. And I'm gonna...
She hurt me.
I'm gonna cast Blight on her.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
So you watch as she kind of like doesn't expect this very necrotic, powerful spell to come. I'm going to spend a key point so that she can re-roll her saving throw. Yeah, that time she passed, but she will take half damage because this is not a
Okay.
dex-based saving throw.
How many dice do you need?
Lots. No.
D6?
D8s, I believe.
D8?
For blight, yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, wait. 8. No, yeah, that's fine because I'm doing
You are
it fourth
stunned
level.
until the end of her next turn. So basically, your next turn, you do nothing. You're like, bleh.
Just dribbles on himself a little bit.
Yeah. Huh?
My spiritual
Great.
weapon doing?
So
I'm physically stunned, right? Or am I mentally stunned as well?
No, I mean, you can, like, you physically can't stun, but you can still control it. It doesn't say you lose concentration, although, how much damage did you take?
20.
Oh, it's not a concentration spell.
No.
You're fine. Spiritual weapon's still still.
33.
So half, that's 15, 16 points. Okay, you watch as like this powerful necrotic energy kind of strips like some of the clothing around her arms, like rots and decays around her. You watch like the body and she's just like, I didn't quite expect such a wicked spell from such an innocent druid.
I have lots of tricks up my sleeve.
One should not judge you. One should not misjudge you by your appearance. I won't make the same mistake again. And then she kind of like looks around. You have surrounded yourself with powerful allies, Juto. But I wonder. Yep. It's like
Really powerful.
But at the end of the day,
Whose is that?
what will you do if I target them and not you?
Cheers.
That was it. Laura's go. Do you want to move? She's right next to you.
She's right. No.
You're going to be fine.
I'll just.
Cam, you
dig
do
it out.
nothing. Reynard.
Does he get?
A spiritual weapon. Sorry, spiritual weapon goes.
Okay.
Oh.
Right, well, I
Right.
guess my sword would have hit her, so it would have been there in
Yep.
that last turn. In which case, what is this?
That's like a little building, like a little kind of like
Wish list.
dojo building.
Oh, okay.
It's a little house.
Oh. Fine. I'm gonna run across to just behind her,
Like,
get my sword to swish right through, and attack as it goes in as well. So that's.
Oh, it's my spirit.
Yeah, but you attacked her anyway.
you said it attack, so I moved
Oh,
it.
it moved, yeah.
Oh, I've already rolled the attack, but I also wanted to. Oh, hang on. Making an attack with Axel, that's a bonus action, isn't it?
Yes.
Could I not do that, not move it, use Hunter's Mark instead?
Yes.
A retcon is allowed.
Everyone gets one.
Hunter's Mark.
As a group, you get one, I mean. Hunter's
Mark.
Mark, you cast Hunter's Mark upon
Okay, so I now get, I think, an extra
kind of your
D6.
aim is focused in.
Yeah, so I'm gonna then just shoot her twice because I can't do anything else as a bonus
Okay.
action.
Make your first one, please.
Okie dokie.
Oh, God.
How Hunter's Mark doesn't affect me, does it?
No, it's just the projectile coming back.
Yeah.
It's just going to come back at your face.
24.
That hits. So the main thing is the damage roll.
So it's 1d8 plus
She can
1d6.
do it up to a certain amount. If damage over, she can't reflect.
7 and 5. It's 12 damage.
She reflects it back. She'll spend a key point to reflect it back at you.
Whittle it down.
I'm gonna get rid of all the key
This
points.
one does hit. What damage does your thing do?
That's a lot.
Oh, that was
What damage does your crossbow normally do?
I normally do. It's 1d8 plus 5.
1d8 plus 5. You take 11 points as the bolt is reflected back at you.
Alright.
She kind of like flicks it back, and as she does, it kind of like bah! And this time it kind of goes in your shoulder.
Yeah.
And she kind of looks at you as the second bolt, like you make the second attack, but she kind of calls out to you. She's just like, "Human, Mr. Ferrahorn, watch your opponents carefully. I can only react to so many things at once. If your allies provoke it, perhaps I would not be able to do this to you again and again." Second attack,
Just gonna keep doing it anyway. 28.
28 hits.
1, 7 plus 5, 12 damage.
12 points of damage. You can see that your blows are actually wearing her down. Like she's got cuts and scrapes all over, but she's kind of shifting. Juto, what would you like to do?
Can I water whip again to try and pull her away from everybody and towards me?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to like, so you've got 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. You can move another 10 feet back and try it. But if she resists, then you'd be further away.
Yeah, I'd want to still
Okay,
be
so you
near
just stay where you are.
second.
So you just make the water whip.
Yeah.
Strength saving throw.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
DC 15 on your saves?
15, yeah.
Okay.
Strength save.
She's actually going to let this one go through. I'm not going to use key points to re-roll this one because
Okay.
I want to save them for other things. So you do pull her.
I'm going to pull her
and you do the
towards
extra
me.
damage.
And then do
Actually, no, I don't think it does extra damage now.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11 points.
11 points of damage.
She's like, good, you have mastered the whip.
And then can I like maneuver so I'm between?
Yep. You don't leave her threatened area, so you can move around like that.
I just want to shield like everyone else. Like stand between her and everyone else. And then I'm going to stunning strike doesn't work. If I do the ice cube thing, will it hit Cam?
No, he's right. It's a 15-foot cube in front of you. So
Ice
it would
cube.
hit like it hits like this out here.
But it's an action, isn't it? So I can't.
Yes, it is.
Okay. In which case, I will extra attack, which is natural 20.
Natural 20, critical.
Nice.
It hits.
Okay.
So double. So roll your unarmed damage.
8.
Nice.
Yeah. Double it.
So that's a 16,
Oh, boy.
17, 18, 19, 20.
20 points. Excellent.
And I will flurry.
Okay, 2 points.
9 plus 8 is 17.
Not enough.
But then the next is 2 hits.
Yep.
Same.
Yeah. So the first one, you basically pull her away. You kind of move around her, and she like watches you, and then you kind of make an overhead blow, and then bicycle kick, and you kind of catch her under the chin, and she kind of reels back, and then the other ones, she kind of just as the blows go side on. She looks at you and she's like, "Good. I believe that we've had enough fire for now. Let me just finish this." And then she's gonna bicycle kick you as flames launch out. And then Laura and Cam are going to need to make dexterity saving throws.
Am I still stunned?
You are no... Yes, you are, because it's at the
I
end.
fail.
Is it at the end
It's,
Her turn.
An end of her next turn,
turn,
so
yeah.
you are still stunned. currently.
do I make a dex saving throw?
You don't, she just makes an
She's
unarmed
just
attack.
hitting me.
This is the
Oh, this is
fire
the-
finisher,
yeah, okay.
So it's a 29 to hit you, I'm afraid, Juto. So you're going to
I
take...
think that might hit.
Yeah.
Pretty
Is-
close.
You're going to take 4, 5, 12, 13, 19 fire damage, so 8 damage to you total. Dexterity saving
Fail.
throw, you fail, he automatically fails. You both take 7 fire damage.
Oh, okay.
As this kind of like this spilling of flames like launches out, she kind of does this bicycle kick, she lands, and then she goes just like, "This is a stance you have not mastered yet." And you just watch as she kind of forms this really stoic, rock-like stance, and she goes into Earth stance. And then she will also, because that's a bonus action, she's going to stay where she is for now. And then at the end of the turn, the stun effect wears off. Elora.
Gonna look at Juto and say, what do you need?
Juto is not listening.
No, I'm thinking. I'm also thinking about Pokemon. Lightning.
Can't do that.
You had it before.
Not a lightning form.
Also, she...
Strike her with lightning.
Oh,
You got a stormy thing. haven't you?
yeah, but she can just... so she's an earth at the moment.
Yes. She seems to...
She's super
Her form is
dexterous.
very strong. Like she kind
Lightning
of,
isn't-
she kind of gets low to the ground, like almost horse stance, and she's kind of very close and tight in.
Restrain her, then strike her with lightning.
Can't do that.
Thunder. Is lightning damage different to thunder damage?
Yes.
Thunder! Thunder!
Can't do that!
Okay.
What are you doing, Laura?
I'm not
Make a
going to do any
decision.
of them because I can't.
Okay. So what are you
I'm
doing?
going to.
Water elemental, I think, would be best.
I mean, bear in mind you've got a few seconds to shout
I'm
and
going
stuff,
to. Cast Moonbeam
Okay.
so that it doesn't hit anybody else.
She's separated at the moment.
So I'll do that.
Okay.
Constitution save.
I will spend a key point to re-roll that. Ooh, low roll. That's only an 11.
That's a fail. So.
What type of damage is it? Radiant.
Radiant.
Okay.
Moony damage.
Moon damage.
Whoop. 3.
That's pretty good rolls.
19 damage. Radiant damage.
Ooh.
Hot diggity.
That blow
And it's
definitely seems to
still-
like as like this beam, and you can see like she's kind of struggling against the forces. This powerful beam of energy falls down upon her.
Yeah, just it's still there. So I'm gonna
You stay there, so you
keep
stay.
it up,
Can I-
and I'm going to just rain art. Can I do a bonus action healing word
You can't
'Cause it's a spell.
Yeah.
Never mind.
We keep forgetting that you can't cast a spell and then bonus action
Then
another spell. You can. It's cantrips.
I'm going to just move over here.
Move over there. Sweet.
Can I shout out in between rounds? Like, is that
I mean, you
right?
can shout out. It's
Yeah.
just like keep in mind that you can't convey too much in an individual round. Like you're shouting out, like what you've shouted out now is you probably can't shout out too much more. But you can say like what is it you want to say?
Do not attack her with non-magical weapons.
Well, I think all of you have magical weapons at this point.
My claws
Quick
and
look
everything
around,
count as
assessing
magical.
everybody's physical appearance.
Yeah, how injured is everyone looking?
I've taken
Alright.
38 damage, which is almost half.
I'm down to 49 and I'm 60 to 49, so I'm alright. He's,
I think you've taken a fair bit as well.
yeah.
Not meh.
I'm going to. This is ridiculous music. I don't. Can't control it. Yeah, but we'll be fine for another round, friend.
Okay.
I'm gonna conjure.
He's like, okay.
Shit. How many level 5ths do I have? Okay. I'm gonna cast Insect Plague surrounding her. It's a sphere of 20 feet, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Okay.
On top
What
of
does
the
this
move.
do?
Basically, it conjures a swarming, biting locusts that fill a center point that I choose from range. It spreads around corners. The sphere remains for the duration as the area is lightly obscured, so I'm trying to distract her with all these things. It also hurts her as well, so it's a Constitution saving throw. And you take 4d10 piercing damage if you fail it.
Okay. So
Save.
what's the D?
16.
I mean, she passes on the save, but it's half damage. Does
Oui,
it
oui,
say?
bonjour.
Okay. It's actually going to be a quarter damage because she's resistant
Yeah.
to piercing damage at the moment. But roll it. 40-10.
I also
Every
want
little
to
helps.
Lightly obscure the
Ching,
area.
ching. God.
So she's. Yeah, I don't know. 3.
6, 9,
15.
15. She takes half, 7, half again, 3. She kind of like, I'm afraid that these insects are not even a distraction to me.
As in, she's not obscured by all
She just
these
kind
locusts?
of, she actually closes her eyes completely, and she's just
Of
like,
course.
do you know about the stone? You can feel even the slightest vibrations.
Well,
And
I'm
then
sure there's a
kinda
lot around you right now.
like, she like head snaps. Reynard.
So that had no effect on her.
It, like, barely.
Yeah,
She's
and-
barely distracted by
And she's
it.
in the moonbeam right now, and she's going to keep taking damage.
If she stays in there, yes.
I want to use Ensnaring Strike.
Good plan.
So that's a bonus action to use it, so the next time I hit a creature with a weapon attack, so I can still attack twice. It's just the first one. Sweet. In that case, Reynard dies. Shit. 15.
The bolt just flies off the side of the mountain.
That's the next time I hit a creature with it, so I still
Okay.
got it.
Ah, cool.
25.
Okay. Roll damage.
1d8. Oh, she's gonna. Shit.
Roll damage, please.
6. 6 plus 5, so 11.
11
Didn't you
points of
have
damage.
Sparker as well?
As it comes in, she just basically does the same thing. She like pivots it, grabs it midair, throws it back like a chopstick.
Reynard's just damaging himself at this point. She's not even.
21 to hit Reynard.
Quit
What's the
hitting
effects
yourself.
on a snaring strike?
I need to make a strength saving throw.
You do. And you're going to take, was it plus 5, 12 points of damage.
Yeah, I'll do that in a bit. So, oh, natural 20.
So you kind of, like leap, like the bolt hits you, but you kind of rip your foot away before it snares you to the ground.
And I still can't even use my axial while I'm casting all these bonus actions. God damn.
That's it.
So that still doesn't hit her.
Didn't hit her.
So I still have Ensnaring Strike on the next time I hit her.
You did it on
It hit a
yourself.
You did it on
creature.
yourself.
The next time it hits a creature, which is you. Sorry, mate.
Quit hitting
And
yourself.
so that did
Kind of a
12
bad.
damage.
This is a bad matchup for poor Reynard.
Yeah, so this was 12 damage.
12
that
points of
last
damage,
one.
yeah.
Alright.
Juto.
So she's surrounded by bugs at the moment.
She's got
And
bugs
moonbeam.
and a moonbeam, and she's in this deep stance.
The bugs are getting like fried by the moon. Smells like barbecue.
I'm
Giant
gonna
bug zapper.
end water stance
Freeze!
and conjure a 15-foot cube of ice.
Okay.
She's gonna have to make a dex save, but
Yes.
Yes, weather her.
So you kind
That's
of
why
like
I don't want to do anything.
you kind of get the water whip, you spread it out, it freezes instantaneously. But despite her kind of low stance, she kind of like raises up an arm, and with a powerful strike, she just smashes the ice out of the air before it gets to her, as the ice kind of goes spraying off to the side. The whole area is still icy, but she's kind of like not restrained by it.
Can I activate fire stance?
Which one?
Fire.
Fire. You kind of, poof, the hands burst into flames. You get ready, and she's like, "Good. Show me your aggression."
And I'm going to attack.
It's an action to use the
Flurry?
ending stance. You only can use it after an action of an attack. She had to do the same thing. She couldn't use flurry afterwards. So,
Can I do anything? Can I?
any other bonus actions you can do, such as disengage, dodge, anything else you want to try and do?
I would like to. Patient defense. Yeah, patient defense.
Okay, so dodge. She's disadvantaged to attack you. As she's kind of stunning around, she's like, "You have done better than I expected so quickly." And she kind of brings in, and you watch as like the stance seems to kind of invigorate her as she uses her stance to end it early. So she gains what is this? 44 temps.
She's healed herself, right? No, she's.
She seems to get invigorated, and then she is going to spend a key point to disengage from Juto.
Oh, the locust and the moonbeam.
Lucas
come
are
out
probably
of it.
dead after my little ice cube.
It's constitution.
She moves over to Elora, and then that was a bonus to disengage.
Is it the start of her turn, the moonbeam?
She took the damage on my turn, so
It's the
I
same.
can move
We
it.
did it a bit earlier, basically, than normal. Yeah, that's what she can do. She can't attack this round because she had to use an action to activate the ending stance. Bonus action to disengage. Yeah. So it is Elora's go.
Moonbeam.
Just move. Okay, so you move it over towards her.
So since we did it on turn last time, she'll just do it again.
Well,
Damage.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
yeah, because it's at the start of her turn, so I'll do it now.
Constitution.
So that is going to be. It's only a 12.
Nope.
Okay.
No, where's my D10? D10.
What you need?
Got it. 16 damage.
16. So this is taking off her. Okay. So temporary hit points first.
So
So the moonbeam kind of pummels her down,
I
but
can
she's like
still-
looking at you. And it's like, can you keep the spell up whilst in combat?
Is it concentration?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So what's that? What? She's fire at the moment, right?
She's not in anything. She
nothing.
kind of
She
came,
ended
she invigorated herself, and then she leapt away over the ice.
Okay.
Dubstep orchestral.
I love it. This is perfect. This epic Avatar of the Last Airbender fight going on up here.
Does anyone? So Reynard looks really down.
It's looking pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Over half my health now.
Take a bonus action.
I will. Yeah.
Sure.
No.
I don't care about him that much.
Well, Cam's got
I'm not
more
gonna
than
die.
me. I will. Oh, I'm so undecided about my form. I'm gonna stick it out for now,
Okay.
without it, until she goes into another thing.
Cam Buckland.
Cam Buckland's gonna be like, Mass Cure Wounds.
Mass Cure Wounds!
I'm going to do 6 creatures, so everybody,
Clink one in?
including no, not at all. So that is a 3d8 plus my spell casting ability modifier.
Do you need more?
Are you glad you didn't fight her on your own?
I'm not that vain. Or stupid.
12.
Plus
Besides,
20
Juto knows
HP.
you are stronger with friends.
How much?
20.
Everyone gets 20 HP.
Ah, that was a small fart. It's a lot of energy.
Yeah.
You're not injured.
It's your action. Do you want to move?
I'm going to get away from Juto because I think she could be going for her moves. About there.
Okay.
I'm going to send my spiritual weapon in.
Okay.
15, 20
Okay.
feet. And
Attack roll.
attack. 16 plus wisdom, 20.
20 just.
So it
Just hits.
So that's a D8. Whoop! 7 plus whiz, 11. I did some damage.
Woo!
Yes!
Why am I doing so well? Yeah, so the spiritual weapon strikes in, she kind of like knocks it aside, but it kind of creases up her arm, like slight scorching from the radiant
Got you!
energy. She's like, you did indeed, finally hit me. But I'm not out of tricks just yet. Reynard,
I mean,
perhaps you should consider changing your strategy, Mr. Archer.
evidently. Right, what stuff is she
Evidently.
in?
A warrior that
She's not
relies
one.
upon only one weapon is no warrior at all.
I've got 2. Just a bonus actioning, you know?
Bonus, actually.
Right, so what stance was she in, sorry?
She's not in one.
She's not in one.
She just left.
Not currently.
Right. I'm going to get Exul to... I guess as it starts to like go under my control, it sort of glows a little bit, so it's going to glow a little bit. It's going to like dash towards her and then just stop really short of her, as if it's like about to hit her. Hopefully that will phase her, and like she's about to like hit it away or whatever.
Okay. To what end are you trying to just like? So
Are
you
you
can
trying
get a
to go,
clear
like,
shot, or are you? What are you trying to do?
Well, she reflects all projectiles, right? Actually, all at this
once-
point
once
is a
a turn.
projectile. I want her to think that she's got to use a key point to reflect a projectile that isn't even going to hit her. It like stops dead short of her.
Axel, you can't do that with.
Really?
Because it's not a projectile, it's a sword. She can see a sword, and it doesn't move
Okay.
like as quick as an arrow. It like whee. What I could say is, you're a skilled enough marksman. You could intentionally shoot at her, intending to miss, and trying to get it so that she like the bolt like is too fast for her to catch, or try and do something like to try and distract her, and then use the other one to try and get her.
Fine. In that case, I'm just going to attack.
Or the other thing, your classic thing of like, it seems to be that it's only attacks aimed directly at her. Maybe if you bank shot
Ricochet.
it, she wouldn't know where it's coming from.
Right, Axel's going to go like to her and then just away from her a little bit.
Okay, so she kind of sees it coming. She casts an eye to the side.
So it's going to end up there.
Okay,
It's going to just be swinging in the air.
she's bringing like a hand because she's expecting you to shoot again.
I'm going to... I guess it would be a bonus action to dip some stuff in poison.
Yes.
Cool. I'm
Maybe
just
an
gonna...
action actually more than anything.
Remember, she's a monk.
Oh, I'm useless here. Right, I'm going to shoot at the sword.
Are you going to use Axel to bounce the
I'm just
bolt?
going to bash it back at her.
What?
What?
The bolt or Axel?
Axel,
the
you can only make
bolt.
one attack or return. So you're going to use the sword to like
The
knock
sword
them,
is sort of like swinging around a little bit.
trying to like keep her busy and stuff like that.
Well, it's just like sort of gracefully like floating around, and on the right point, I'm just going to shoot at the sword, which will
And then
flex into
bounce the bullet in. Okay, so it's a disadvantage. Make a ranged attack roll.
advantage, please. Six.
Ah!
Oh, that's
Natural one.
You go to aim it, but the Axel just like you move it out the way of the wrong point, and the bolt just sails past. She kind of looks at it like, I thought you were a considerably better shot than that.
I'm not going to use the sword this time. I'm going to shoot her.
Okay,
Natural 20.
roll the damage. So double the default damage.
Would that include Hunter's Mark?
You don't double the hunter's mark.
Right,
You double the weapon damage.
so 4, 7,
How much damage?
12.
Okay, she spends a key point. Well, it's a 15 to reflect it back at you. Does that miss?
That's a hit. It's equal
Just.
to my AC.
You're gonna
6
crit
points
yourself.
of damage.
How much?
6 points. As the bolt is just, she kind of just knocks it back.
Crit yourself.
I've got nothing else.
It was a good attempt, but you rolled a 1. With a
Yeah,
disadvantage.
if you
It's
didn't
like,
roll a 1.
it was the fact you were so cocky, like, disadvantage. Oh, shit.
That's the only way I can. Because that would have still been a 12. But,
I will attack. Oh, it was a 17 and it rolled to a 3. That was my first attack.
Okay, so you move up.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up. in like a vegetable bit?
She's currently stood on like what appears to be like a small vegetable patch, yes.
Can I set fire to it?
You've got flame hands, you can set fire to what you want.
Yeah, can I just sort of set fire to the ground around us?
Yeah?
Thanks.
You're fine. Not Alora's ground,
You kind of just like aim a thing down. Yeah, I mean,
But
it seems to burn.
more to kind of shield these two off.
Okay, yeah,
So,
you
like-
can try. It's not like a wall of flame.
I'm just gonna like.
But yeah, like it creates
yeah.
a thing. Yep.
That was my first attack missed.
First attack. Second attack.
Extra attack. Natural 1. Thank you.
Like you're just desperately kicking, but she's just like, no. You're letting your anger get the better of you. Pat, just batting these.
No.
attacks.
Please stop.
Stop it.
Flurry.
Okay, spend a key point.
18.
Not enough. This one, she like knocks to the side. She keeps like a form tight. I mean, you are a student. You know, this is very much a case of you are witnessing a master at work who just steps. She turns and she's just like, I'm afraid that things won't get any easier to hit me from here. And she kind of raises and she kind of goes into a very airy looking stance where she becomes very nimble. And she's going to pummel Elora. She doesn't like that moonbeam.
Cool.
You've wound her up at least to a certain degree. That is a 30.
Shut up, Mark. Just do the.
31.
Don't even.
I have to work it
31.
out.
31.
31. First one is a 10 points of damage. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
13.
You pass on the first attack to keep
Cool.
on concentration. That is an 18 to hit on the second attack.
Yep.
That is a 14 points of damage. Concentration check, please.
Forgot there. 11.
Moonbeam goes, sadly.
That's fine. I'm probably going to dismiss it.
Does she? And then she only attacks you twice, and then she kind of goes into this swaying stance. She kind of keeps light on her feet. She hops to and fro, and it's going to remain. Should she do that? No, she's actually going to spend it. She actually leaps up into the air and seems to be step on the air itself, disengaging, and then lands directly between Cam and Reynard, using Step of the Wind with the air stance benefit. Elora.
Oh! I'm going to cast Blight on her again. Constitution.
That's my key point. She's
Wearing
quite
down
used-
the key points
she's
at
used,
least.
Yeah, she's definitely used a lot.
She's got a lot though.
She passed on that one, so half damage.
What do you need?
Do you want to know how many key points she has?
No.
Okay,
I
I'm
did.
interested.
20.
Thought so. Because
And then
I
if she
figured she
spend
was
it-
level 20.
Yeah.
How much did she spend it?
I mean, I've used
I
like
won't tell you that.
6
I'll tell you.
of them now.
I'll tell you how many she has left when the battle finishes.
I think
Oh,
I
wait, 9, I
know.
need one more.
I've been kind of clocking it. Because Juto
Don't
would.
give me
She
metal
kind of
100.
watched.
I mean, this is you are watching a master of what you
Got
what
it.
you do.
Level 20.
I think she's close.
She's just level 20. No magic items, no legendary action.
Yeah. She's close.
So 6, 8, 9, 10,
No.
5, 6, 27, 28, 29,
Well, if we go on a little bit, because we had to.
We did have a slower
for
thing.
the break.
Sorry, Becky.
Not the break. The
Yeah, the technical problems.
46 damage.
So half, that's 23. Okay, this is where I've got to work it out, because she loses 17 off the temporary hit points. So 17 off 23 leaves 6 left.
I like Blight. Blight fun.
Okay,
Right.
this one, like, she kind of grunts as the kind of vigor that she once had kind of evaporates, and she's just like, very good. You can see that my dexterity is one of my greatest assets, so you're targeting my physical vigor. Excellent.
Precisely.
Cam Buckland.
Becky, can you just mute my microphone? I'll be back in a hot second.
Someone needs a wee wee.
I do.
Well,
Arboria.
should we wrap up then? If
No, I'll be back.
well,
Let's go for another 15 minutes because of the technical problems, and I think we
as long as
might be
Becky's okay with that, though.
Yeah,
'cause
sorry.
check with Becky first.
Check with Becky that she's okay with it.
Cam Buckland is going to faint. No,
F-E-I-N-T or F-A-I-N-T?
faint. He's going to pass out. He's going to
Feign death.
put his hand up here, and out of him, he's going to invoke duplicity So he's going to try and
Dupe.
seem like
Two of them have
it's
fallen
hard
over.
to tell which
Yeah.
one's which.
Yeah.
And they're both going to do the same attack on her
So you have advantage.
at the same time. And is it possible to use my bonus action to have spiritual weapon come at her at the same time as well?
Yes.
So I've got 3 things coming at her from
All
all
at the
different
same
directions.
So you have advantage on your attack. She's too skilled a combatant to be thrown off by the bonus, but it can attack normally. You can attack.
Can my spiritual weapon go through my dupe?
That would reveal which one is the dupe.
Just go between us then.
Is Becky okay with?
Yes.
Did you see?
Cool. We won't go too much longer, I don't think. You guys have got her pretty much on the ropes. So.
Yeah, Juto's been counting how many he.
Kim has been counting hit points.
Well, Juto's been kind of
What was
noticed
the
because she
advantage?
knows what you use.
What are you doing?
He's dying.
What are you
15.
doing?
With the advantage? You both go to strike.
What about your
and
bonus?
I can do my spiritual weapon, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can do
my attack.
Yeah, your attacks go to Lorcan and she just goes, she eyes you up for the moment. She doesn't try and like dodge one over the other. She just puts both hands out and kind of knocks your arms away, both weapons at the same time. And you just, but then the spiritual weapon comes in. 18, not enough. Strikes off of her.
Okay.
Reynard.
So, what is that?
It's
So
his
that's
dupe.
my dupe.
And a
okay.
spiritual weapon
Alright. Well, where is Axel?
over there.
Oh, it's over there. So, 5, 10,
10, 15, 20, 25.
So, could I get it into my hands?
Oh, into your hands?
Yeah, I just want to call it back.
Yep.
So put my crossbow away and just.
Swing, swing.
So, I've got extra attack. Does that work
Works
on my
with-
sword as
yeah,
well?
yeah, works with
Alright,
your sword
swing,
as well.
swing. In that
So you kind of
case.
start swinging with the blade.
Yeah.
You can see that in this form, she's very kind of moved to and from.
Well, that's 26.
That hits. Like it looks like, although Cam's like distraction attempt kind of didn't help him, she's had to like block both of him with both of her hands, leaving herself open to you. You come in with a sword.
Nice. Do I get Hunter's Mark still on the sword?
You do.
Awesome. That's 2 6s plus 4.
Damn.
That is 16 damage.
Yes, it is. I had to think there.
Oh, 18 on the second shot.
18 is not enough.
Right.
However, after you finish attacking, she kind of like, and you can see that she's kind of like getting, like there's too many of you now, and she's like, trying to spin round, but she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 attackers. She doesn't quite know what the dupe is yet. Juto.
Okay, so she's looking.
Finishing move.
She's looking.
I can see you looking at the back of the card, so I know it's coming.
Ginny, I'll call them limit breaks as
Yeah.
well.
So are you going to run up, movement?
Okay, I'm gonna run up. 22.
Just. With the air stance bonus of +2, you watch as Juto. I mean, what does it look like when you channel the finishing, this flame,
Probably
like
just
use
like
the action?
starts glowing.
Like,
Like
this enormous glowing fist, and when she punches, just this blast of fire erupts. Don't bother rolling the damage. Guanyin comes out of it, and she seems unharmed, but she's just holding up a hand, and she says, "Victory is yours."
Oh, thank
Sand
God. I
pounds.
fall down.
And she bows,
I bow.
and she goes, "You have learnt a lot, and you have chosen excellent companions as friends to aid you in battle. Well done."
I've fallen down, and I'm having one of those moments with my dupe. My dupe comes to my aid, and I lift up as if he's holding me up. I'm like, "Cam, you fought bravely today.
Oh, God.
We did this for Juto, I know." And he goes and then kisses me,
Okay.
right on the lips,
Okay.
and then he disappears.
I'm trying to ignore this, and I'm just going.
Guanyin is watching it, and she's just like, "It's been a long time since I've had such amusement."
I'm saying, I did not choose my companions. I am lucky that they chose to stand with me.
Good. And she just guides you. "You came to me from a message, and I asked you to come when you were ready. You are ready. I am going to impart some knowledge with you. Is there anything else that you seek? I will complete your training. I'm going to teach you the last of the basic stances you do not know. And I will present to you," and she reaches into nothing, and 3 scrolls appear in her hand. "When you are ready to learn more, you may choose one of these stances, secret techniques that are not taught to many other monks. You may choose Storm, Steel, or the Void. Storm enhances speed, striking multiple opponents at once. Steel enhances your ability with weapons and the training. It also allows you to empower your allies. Void is the understanding of magic, the element of which are no elements. It will allow you to see the unseen and also to be resistant or have certain advantages against spells. You may take one with you, for I have other students that must learn the others.
Can I not read these things? No. Okay, so Storm was...
Speed, it focuses speed and fighting multiple people at once.
And Steel was weapons
Trains
and
with weapons.
helping my allies. And Void is...
more magical based and allow it to see the unseen.
Sounds pretty cool.
Void.
She bows her head. She hands out a scroll with an eclipsed sun for a symbol. Very well. The mystic arts will be yours. And then she touches your head, and you learn the Earth stance. Knowledge is imparted to you.
I unlock that bit of the
Wait.
Word document.
Something's happening. Juto is evolving.
Is there anything you or your allies else require? You have travelled a long way to come all the way to Arboria.
I'll take a fire stance.
I'm afraid that training is not for someone of your skills.
I know it is a big ask, and I apologise in advance. However, we are desperate. The Dawn Republic is under threat from a powerful evil. Her forces are great, and she promises that when she conquers the Dawn Republic, she will rule it with blood and pain and tears. We are rallying allies to help us in the coming battles. I would be honoured if we could use your strength.
My student, that is not my place. The material world is long past me. I train you so you may fight in such battles and bring the power of my style to the world. I cannot interfere. However, Arboria is a plane of passions, rage, sorrow, joy, and it attracts many warriors. There are two factions that live near my mountain that have been fighting for centuries. The winged elves, the Aerie, and centaurs. Their hatred has gone on so long, only their champions even remember why they fight. Both sides are incredible combatants. If you were to defeat one for the other would surely come into your aid when you requested them. Each champion also carries a powerful magical weapon, which no doubt will be of use. This is all I can offer.
I thank you for your knowledge.
And perhaps, if you think, there may even be a further lesson in such an endeavour. She bows her head, and then she kind of stands up and goes in her house.
I'm gonna...
She slides the door.
Oh, okay.
And on that, we're going to end today. Thanks for watching. We're going to read some donations now, but you can head out if you don't want to do that. But we're going to read some donos. Do you have the iPad, Chris Trott?
I have the iPad, that means the music's going away.
Man, you guys fought 20th level monk.
That was pretty fun!
20th level elemental monk. Oh man, I was tempted to have her use one of the advanced stances, and when the Cool Lightning was down, I was like, oh, I get to use a really cool thing. Oh no, sad, I don't have it.
Oh, wait,
they can, so you know, like the deflect missiles thing?
Yeah.
So the storm stance, you can do that with lightning spells. So you basically like, kind of like outside, like you absorb the lightning and then you redirect it.
Shit.
Would have been pretty cool.
Man,
Would have been.
Nah.
But
So did she not know all of the stances then?
She chose to only use 3 because that's what she
Yeah,
chose.
because that's all I have.
So
she
if we come back and fight her again, she now has 5.
Juto potentially could know 5, depending on her level.
Was it a good decision to fight her with friends?
Yes. I mean, the outcome wouldn't have changed. She merely wanted to test you. But the fact that you were like, you brought everything you could, kind of earned more respect.
crew.
Like, if you just tried to prove your own vanity, she would have been a bit like, she would have just schooled you, probably just kept you stun locked the whole time, just like, stunning strike, stunning strike, stunning strike, you're dead.
Bye.
But
She chose not to do that.
I
Right.
chose
trying to get it
wisely.
working.
Trying to get it working.
Just keep
Well, thanks very much for joining, everybody. Don't forget, we will be streaming more High Rollers. Not just next week, where we will be back, but also on Wednesdays on twitch.tv/DND. Don't forget, it's on the Dungeons and Dragons Twitch.
Not
you can watch,
this one.
Not this one. So you can watch
Also,
Dead Reckoning there.
You cannot donate during that one.
can't
so
donate,
please
will.
do not, because it will go to somebody else.
And we will be
I
in the
don't even
chat
think they have
during-
donations up on the
Okay.
D&D one.
No, I mean, if
you
they
donate
donate
to
to
Oh,
Yogs,
yes,
it will
they will
not
go
go
to
to us.
whoever's streaming on Wednesdays.
And they suck.
I don't know who it is,
I don't know
but
who it is.
I think it might
I'm
be
just
Lewis.
saying.
Oh shit.
He's going to come beat you up.
Oh, he can try.
Weo. She's got
Got
new
it?
stats. She can't be beaten.
So
having
I've learned
issues.
Earth and
Trying my
Void
best.
stance. Right.
You haven't learned Void yet,
But
but when you level up and you learn a new stance, you may learn that one as
When-
an advanced stance.
Oh, okay. So what level does she need to be?
17.
Right.
It's not for a while. Not even sure if we'll get there, but maybe.
Okay.
But I thought it was a cool way of like,
Yeah.
when you're ready, you can learn this kind of thing.
Nothing seems to be working here, I'm afraid.
Boo!
Is there anything else that we can do?
I can try my phone.
Unless there's just no donations.
There may well be none.
Stuff on Wednesday is pre-recorded, but we'll be in chat to talk to you as well.
And it's still
during
2
those.
hours. It's not like a cut down episode. It's pre-recorded.
No
Full,
editing.
ugly 2 hours.
So it is exactly the same as live stream. It's just a couple of days
Yeah.
before.
Let me try one more thing, and then we'll call it quits.
Sorry if we don't
We've
read
had
your
a
donations. We really want to.
ton of technical issues this weekend in general, so sorry guys.
It's been awful.
It's been terrible.
I mean, Becky's done a great job. She's kept us going in the stream.
Yeah, it's just
but
us being
just-
locked out of certain things as well. It's just not helpful.
Beyond our control.
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got. Yeah, all fun and games. Good bit of RPs at the start. Cool fight against the high level monk.
Yeah, it should be fun.
I was like, I could give them I could make it more of a monster, but I just rolled up a straight 20th level monk with high stats.
It was quite
Yeah,
nice,
like
different.
legendary
thing.
actions, I think would have made it too much.
Yeah.
Like she did so much damage with like punches and stuff
Yeah.
that it would have just been a bit too much.
Thing is though, I'm actually full health.
Yeah,
Like,
she didn't attack you. That's why.
Yeah.
She was attacking the others.
Yeah, Streamlabs is even being weird, but there
Might be
are
Streamlabs.
things here. So
Oh no.
There are donations.
It's like a list of every single thing that's happened, is it?
Yeah. You
1
can
hour
filter it
ago,
out.
Zenhawk donated 5,000 bits. Thank you.
Thanks, then, Hawk.
Greetings, Rollers. This is only the second time I'll be able to catch you guys live. Thanks for providing quality entertainment every Sunday. Also look forward to the new Dead Reckoning mini-series. Hope to see you all there live or on the VODs. Lastly, I think I speak for everyone when I say hashtag Korak for King.
Correct for King.
He doesn't want to be a king.
Draghon donated. Juto seems very mischievous today, and the fantastic group banter, all of which has me laughing a lot. Also can't wait for my dice to come in the mail. Thank you very much for getting that. Though I'm wondering why the HighRollers initials replaced the 20 instead of the 1.
I think that replacing the 20 is way better.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, I got a symbol, woohoo! Rather than, shit, I got a symbol, no.
They're
How you
joking
know?
because we're low rollers. We can
Oh.
roll badly.
Yeah.
He's,
It's a
he's
high
making
roll.
a joke.
I roll really high.
Jerking off to Trot has donated. Oh my god, just stop playing Total War Warhammer 2 to watch you guys, only to find out I miss half the stream. Fuck me. No, please, Trot, I mean it. Why is Mark sitting so close to Trot? Don't steal my boik, Markaroo. Hashtag fuck on Sunday.
I'd seen him with that shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
You like
Yeah,
it
you
a
won't
bit too
fucking
much.
stop going on about it.
Shall I just read them all because it's confusing?
Yeah. If it's
Can we not,
confusing.
like, you can get rid of them, can't you?
Doesn't work.
It's
It's
not
Read
not
them
working
all.
at all.
Read them all.
Doesn't
It's
work.
been really poop, so it's better than nothing.
I'm going to
Ace
read
of
chat.
Thorns donated. Are we watching the party in a fight? They can't win? Holy crap. Who would have thunk it? Mark, obviously. Andy's loving. Have fun. Peoples, I think we will. Hugs. Thank you very much, Ace.
I'd never put them in a fight they can't win.
Thank you, Ed.
Movies Man 8 donated. I don't spend hours thinking of poems so Kim can unintelligibly read them. Sad face. I don't know what that means. Poems? Did you read a poem?
Last week.
Maybe last week. But the party must decide their moves on a whim to defeat the master you cannot quit. Fight for the sweet ass and tit.
Oh, it's ass and titty guy.
Oh, right. Maybe it's last
Yeah.
week you read the donation.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, I probably read that one wrong. Bauman H donated £20. Thank you very much. Very nice. It was a good reunion with Alpha Don. and the epic monk battle was amazing. But just keep jabbing to the side, and jabbing in the side, and stabbing in the side. This text is very small. Metamania, we've been doing 11 hours of D&D.
We're pretty much dead.
I'm now blind.
Metamanu donated saying, hey guys, those dice look fancy. I asked myself,
They
is it
are.
possible to own too many dice? And remembered Laura Bailey's huge dice bag.
Her dice bag has gone absurd.
I can say I'm safe for now. Those beauties will be mine soon. Muhaha! Totally unnecessary evil laugh, but hey. Can you do an unnecessary evil laugh, Mark?
Loud.
That was so loud.
Metamanu donated again.
Again.
So $30 in total.
Wow,
Thank you.
thank you.
Oh, and I'm looking forward to Wednesday's stream. Evil characters sound
You should do.
promising. Keep it up.
It's going to be
Thank
fun.
you very much.
It's going to be
So,
fun.
Super fun.
3 more. Wolfhound donated
Love it.
on the edge of my seat the whole time, making the crew fight at level 20. That's just ridiculous and amazing at the same time. Also, I can't wait for my dice to come. Order them today.
4 level 11s versus 1 level 20 is not that crazy.
And
Maybe if it was a barbarian
if
or a
you're-
moon druid. I'm a
Moon
dragon!
druid.
Rah!
if you're at Comic-Con, I'll try getting you all to sign the tin.
Yeah.
It will fit. Tucker
Perfect for
2020, Tucker 2025 donated Trot's a 1990s surfer dude. Trot, a 1990s surfer dude called. He said you were a twat for copying his hair, but I love you anyway. Are you guys going to have a spoopy Halloween episode?
Probably not spoopy, but we
We'll
might
be in
dress up for it.
costume.
Yeah. Wolford donated with no message. Thank you very much. And the final one is Nightjar with a love heart. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Nigel. We might have missed some in case they
Don't
didn't
know
come
if we
through. We
did.
don't know. We're having loads of technical
Was
problems.
Streamlabs having issues for
Very,
you guys?
very sorry for you guys if there were problems. Thanks very much for joining us once again for this episode of High Rollers. We'll be back on Wednesday for Dead Reckoning and then back again next week for High Rollers. We will see you then. Take care. Bye-bye. Keep on rolling.
Bye-bye.
Bye.